Hey guys, so I almost recorded this entire video without actually recording because I forgot what my hotkeys were. At first I set them to F12 to start recording. Then yesterday I made it R. So as you can see on the screen, As you can see on the screen, I don't need to explain to you. If you don't know what it is, you're either too young to be watching a video like this, or you're new to the internet. Either way, you're gonna have to have somebody else tell you. So, this is a baby. This is a little baby frog. So, absolutely not. It's just, quadrupedal big frog. No, that's a baby. That's a kid. Okay, see, it's a quadruped. I'm not doing this based off personal preferences. I'm doing it, based off of just straight up morality. Whether or not it would be like bad to do it. And I think for a Charizard, I don't know. I'm gonna say actually do it, no, but to like think about it, it's fine. So I'm just gonna put that. Just gonna do that. Squirtle is a baby turtle. Wartortle is a turtle. Blastoise, same with Charizard. Obvious nose. No. Bird with big hair. Rat. A fat rat. A bird. A long bird. A snake. Just a snake. You know, I feel like Pikachu doesn't look like a real life animal, but it's too cute and tiny, so pass. Pass a Raichu. Pass Sandshrew. I feel like it looks too much like an animal. Nidoran F, that's a baby, Now, for the Nidos, I feel like it would be kind of weird, but at the same time, like, they literally just look like they're very humanoid, so I would say yes, no, yes. No. That's just straight up gross. No, that's a zombie. Why was there slightly more smashes for Parasect than Paris? It's weird. Venonat, Venomoth. No. My phone just gave me a notification. No, that's a cat. That's a puma. Weirdo duck. They should have been psychic types. And for me, personally, I think a psychic type is a pretty smart Pokemon. Except for, like, Slowbro and stuff. Because they can usually, like, read minds and stuff. So I'd say for Golduck, again, I'm just going to consider it a psychic type because it should have been psychic. I'm going to say smash. Pass. 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 I feel like I'm a lot more sane than a lot of other people on this. Pass. Well, I don't know. It's humanoid, but at the same time, I'm good. Pass. Just gonna be safe and say pass. It can teleport if it doesn't. But it's still weird. I'm gonna say no because that's a baby. Yes and yes for those two. No, that's literally just looks like a little kid. Yes, that looks like a man. That looks even more like a man. No, you sicko. No. You would die. No. I feel like those two would be fine. Baby pony, unicorn. I don't even know what that is. But for these guys, I'm gonna say no, just because they're stupid. Why would you even want to do that? That's just a duck. Seal. It's literally one letter off from being an actual animal. What is this number? 2,027,496 people. That is a straight up animal. That's just animal. It's weird. I don't think it'd be morally wrong. However, it would probably be very bad for you. Same with this. I see what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. No. Cloyster. Now look. I had to turn my fan on. The relationship between a Gyarados and a Cloyster that Pokemon does is a bit odd. However, for you, I think really. I think no. No. You can't. No. I don't know. Because, like, if it can figure out how to mimic people and, like, understand their emotion and then, like, be able to tell when it's a full moon, I feel like they're smart enough. I'm gonna go with yes. That's fine. Onyx, no. I don't even know how you go about that. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a good idea. It likes to kidnap people. I personally find that weird. If you want to get kidnapped, go ahead. It's not my problem. That's a crab. That's a big crab. No. I don't know. When I was younger, I liked its face, if you know what I mean. It's not a human, but it's not an animal. It can explode, so I'd say no. That's just a straight up bunch of eggs, sentient eggs. That's a tree. But that is sick. That is less sick, but it's still really weird. Hitmonlee. It's very humanoid, so I'm gonna go ahead and say. I feel like out of the Hitmons, like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, I feel like Hitmonchan is definitely the least weird. I know what you're thinking. But think about this dex entry. Says a little bit of it, but basically, if it licks you, if you don't clean it off in like under a minute, you're gonna be itching in that spot for forever. So just think about that. Wherever you want this Lickitung to lick, it's going to be itchy. Oh, no. Okay, well, it's fine. That's gross. No. I'm gonna go and say yes. No. I feel like it's humanoid enough, and it's humanoid enough, but it has a baby with it, and it's never seen without its baby unless it's a mega. And I hope that you aren't trying to do that while it's mega evolved, because probably during the battle. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm disregarding the baby. I would say it's fine. No. 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 However, for Starmie, I feel like I'd say it's not morally wrong. Mr. Mime. I think it's really ugly and weird looking. However, it's basically just a human, so do what you will. Say no for Scyther. I know what people are thinking out there. It's just a human. I don't know why they decided to give it kissy lips. It used to be very racist, so that kind of ruins it for me. I didn't like it anyways, but it used to be very racist. Still kind of is. So that ruins it for me, but it's just a human, so Electabuzz, no. Magmar has balls on its head, but I digress. You would die. Probably die. No. No, don't even. I'm not sure what a Lapras is based off of, but I'm sure it's based off of something. It's very friendly. I feel like I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Ditto. Look, man. Eevee, no. Why are people doing that to Vaporeon? All of the Eevees are just literally like little animals. I've always hated that people would be weird. Pass. It's why? No, that's a fossil. That's a fossil that will bite your day off. No. See, it's very iffy. It's humanoid, but it's also... I feel like it wouldn't care if you did that, but at the same time, like, how are you going to go about that? They're very huge. By the way, there's going to have to be a part 2 for this video, simply because I don't want to have to take 5 years uploading it to YouTube, and I have other things to do, so I'm probably going to stop at 155 or something. Articuno, no. No, that's a baby. That's just... Same thing for Charizard with this one. I think it's fine. I feel like Mewtwo is fine. It's very smart. Not Mew. Mew is very smart, but it looks like a baby. Bayleaf, no. Meganium, it's a dinosaur, but at the same time... Will my phone stop going off? It's a dinosaur, but at the same time, I have a feeling that... I'm just going to go ahead and say no. So, that will be the end of the video. I will see you guys later. And, yeah.